Hey all, welcome to ShareTreck. Good morning. This is Raj here, friends. Let's start off today with S&P 500 futures, and you would notice that I have incorporated our old indicators, that is the 50-day, 100-day, and 200-day exponential moving average for additional support. Let us start off with S&P 500. And if you look at S&P 500, there's a potential for a double top out here. And I think for that double top, the neckline is already breached, and we are today trying to get back again up above the resistance of 6,857.00. So if that was a double top, then I would take a line from here to the neckline, and I'll just move it around to the point of break. And we could be somewhere around 6,700. That could be the target. Hey, Hot Dog. Hey, Uddhav. Thanks for joining. So S&P 500 definitely looks bearish to me at this point of time. You can see that the market sentiment is bearish. MACD is also bearish. Momentum is below average. We are already below the 50-day exponential moving average. We are getting some support from the 100-day exponential moving average, but we are getting a decent resistance from 6,859.25, which we breached yesterday. And for us, if we do not confirm this resistance, that is a good thing, because then we would be able to break this and get back up again. But if we close below 6,784.50 today, and confirm this as a resistance, then not only would this horizontal red line become a resistance, but also the green line out here. Let me just go to the settings 1 minute and just make the lines a bit thicker. Are you able to see this? I hope you're able to see this. I'm going to change the color so that it's visible to you. And then let's go on to the next one and also make that line a bit thicker. All of this should be now visible. Okay. After that brief detour, we're back again. Now let's go on and have a look at NASDAQ. So if we look at NASDAQ, right, I am thinking that if we go back all the way to the month of May and start looking at how the chart has gone up while RSI has been flatlining, and in fact the momentum has been dropping while this has been going up. That is a bearish divergence. So I think fundamentally there is a bearish divergence out there, and as far as NASDAQ is concerned, it is worse than S&P 500 right now, because it's already below the 50 and the 100-day exponential moving average. Now the 200-day exponential moving average is providing some support, and we got some support at 24,447.75, which is going to be performing the role of support today. Our resistance will come at 25,083.46, which is this 100-day exponential moving average, the lavender or mauve color that you see out here. Market sentiment bearish, MACD bearish, everything bearish out here. Dollar index is starting to fall back again. It has fallen below the resistance of 97.891. And this is not a confirmed support at this point of time. In order for this to be a confirmed support, we have to close above 97.992 today. If we don't do that, then we are back again, and then our support is going to be 96,616. This will become active again. So I'm not saying it's going to fall all that much in one day, but for today, we are going to get some support at 97.692. Then mix is down a little bit, but it is still elevated. It's about 20. And if you go to gold, you can see something interesting in gold. I am thinking, and I would like to get your feedback, guys. I am thinking that this was a bull flag. Now, let me draw a line for this bull flag to show you where it was. So this was a bull flag. So I was thinking that this is a flag, and this is the flagpole. However, the flag has already dropped below 50% of the flagpole. In fact, it's almost done 66% on its way down. That to me shows that this is a bearish channel. Now, with that in mind, if I look at this particular segment, this looks like a bear flagpole to me, and this could be a bearish pennant. So I'm going to wait and watch for next week. This week, I wouldn't do anything. I still have a little bit of gold remaining, gold ETF. I would like to book some profits. I already booked a lot of profits so far on gold. But I've been dip buying again when the price falls back below my sale price. So I have some more, which I plan to sell today before the market turns around. And in case the market continues to go up for gold, it will have resistance at 5,004.95, and it could have support at 4,813.973. That's my range prediction. And also this year, what I'm doing is, even if the profit is little, I'm taking the profit and closing it out, trying to close out every deal within the day, because I had accumulated a lot of losses. What I accomplished yesterday was I managed to knock out AMDD. Now I have got AMDL. The loss was very minimum. It has been languishing in my portfolio for a while. The loss was just $45. Today, as soon as possible, I want to take profits out of the AMDL and neutralize the AMD position altogether. So that's my plan, and that's how I have been working. If you look at 10-year yields, they are back up again. They bounced on the support of 4.159, and they are back again. And we still have a target of 4.384 that we need to achieve. So that said, I'd like to draw a diagonal line out here just to see where the support lies. So there is another support out here. So this is not relevant, so I'll take this off right now. The next line that I would like to draw is from here, connecting the bottoms. This could potentially perform the role of a resistance today. And it's going to be a very strong resistance because we have got this 50-day, this is a 200-day, I think. Yeah, this is a 200-day exponential moving average. That is coinciding with this diagonal line of resistance and providing it a lot of resistance. So we'll have to see if it breaks above this, and then this will be valid. Otherwise, if we don't break above this, I think we are looking at a support of 4.16. So we will be moving in this range. End of day, we'll find out what happens. Let's go on and have a look at our indicators. We haven't seen the indicators in quite a while. So just let us look at S&P 500. As you can see, the same pattern is out here. We got the 50-day exponential moving average performing the resistance, and the 100-day exponential moving average providing the support. Whatever I mentioned for S&P 500 futures, the same thing applies out here. The potential to go down is higher than the potential to come up. That's my feeling as far as S&P 500 is concerned. Nasdaq is even weaker than S&P 500 in my opinion. And I think because we had a huge drop yesterday, we may get a dead cat bounce, but I think by the end of the day, the market should be back in the negative. That is my feeling. I would like to hear from you guys if you have any opinions or thoughts on it. Let's look at QQQ, which is up 0.57% in pre-market trade. It's going to get its first resistance at 606.61, which is this 100-day exponential moving average. And then it will have a resistance, which is going to be at 611.94. Macro momentum and market sentiment, everything is bearish at this point of time. That said, one of the interesting places is TLT. If you think yields are going to go down, TLT is the place to be in because the TLT value will keep on increasing as the yields go down. But one of the things that you have to be careful about is that once the yields start going up, TLT will start falling. So you'll have to take your capital gains and move out immediately. So that's one of the major things to keep in mind if you decide to play TLT. That's my thought process. If you have any other suggestions, please let me know. Next, let us look at AI. And in AI, we have NVDA. NVDA is up 2.40%. We have very good support at 173.81. And we have resistance from two exponential moving average, the 50 and the 100. So for today, I think NVIDIA could get some resistance at 179.50 or 179.52, something in that range. And it could definitely get support at 173.90. Google is down 1.22% in pre-market trades, and it's going to get resistance today at 333.80. It could get support with this 50-day exponential moving average, which happens to be at 318.23. Let's look at Meta. Meta is up 0.04% in pre-market trade after a sequence of drops. Meta is trying to recover. It's trying to get the support from the 50-day exponential moving average today. That sits at around 662.49. Right now we're at 670.50. So the 50-day exponential is the first support. And then the 200-day exponential will be the second support at 664.58. So those are the two supports that we have. And our resistance is going to be 670. Let us look at the 676.16 is the resistance. Now, when we look at Microsoft, it's up 1.12% in pre-market trades. And we have resistance at 399.10. Right now, we're at 398.54. Microsoft is struggling quite a bit. The huge investment in AI seems to be pulling it down along with the exposure to OpenAI. I have kept MSFX, that is Microsoft Long, handy out here because I plan to dip into it for short-term bounces. So I've set this up. I'm not going to buy anything today, but let us look at Amazon. Amazon is down by 8.01% in pre-market trades, and they are going to report their earnings later on today. Oh, they have already done that. Fifth, they were below by 1% on earnings, and revenue surprise was 0.92. Okay. So there's a huge drop out here. So I think Amazon could bounce back on Monday. So at the end of the day, I might like to buy a little bit of Amazon. Looking forward to a short bounce. Again, my trading range is going to be 1 to 2 days at the most. And as it will be move in and move out kind of a thing. So this, I think, is a knee-jerk reaction. Amazon has got a whole lot of things going for it overall. It has got strong cloud growth as well. Some other company, I think it was Microsoft, I think got punished because of not having strong enough cloud growth. So the market just wants an excuse. It'll bounce back, but I'll wait for the end of the day. Let the selling pressure ease. There'll be a little bit of a bounce. Take the money from the bounce and move off. That's all we need to do. That's the way I'm going to treat this market. AMD is up 2.55%. I sold AMDD yesterday and I bought AMDL, anticipating this bounce because of the huge drop. And that's the same thing I'm anticipating for Amazon when I plan to buy in the evening. So I'm going to book my profit as soon as the market opens. Even in the pre-market, I don't mind booking my profits on AMDL, which has gone up 58 cents overnight. So, not 50 cents, more than that. If you see, I bought it somewhere around 11.59 or something. So I'm going to get a decent enough profit. So EcoProp is when the market opens as far as my trading platform is concerned. So I'm ready to go and sell it as soon as the live stream is over. Tesla is up 0.83% in pre-market trades. It will definitely get resistance at 399.89. And then it's going to get resistance at 406.71. There's a very slim body of trade out here. And you can see market sentiment, everything is bearish. And we have a target for Tesla at 366.83. If it comes anywhere near here, I'm going to sell off all my TSLQ and book my losses and get out of that position. I'm hoping that we go closer to this before we break out. There is a lot of support out here at 368.91. Let me just draw this line out here to show what I mean. So this is a huge support. So I won't even wait until we go to 367.13. As we approach 369, I'm going to sell off my TSLQ. That's the game plan, and then go positive on Tesla. Oracle is up 1.94% in pre-market trades. It has got a whole bunch of resistance out here. Let me put this resistance out here. This latest resistance is at 139.89. That's going to be our first resistance for today. Right now we're at 139.17. And if I drag this line further, Sorry. We should get some support at around 132.99 today. Bitcoin, IBIT. This is very interesting. IBIT is good for a very short trade. We have a gap fill out here, and it has dropped severely. So even now, I think there is a chance to buy this and maybe make 20 or 30 cents on each share, but it's quite risky. I wouldn't touch it right now. SMCI is up 1.88% in pre-market trades. It's going to get resistance at 32.94, 32.83, which happens to be the 50-day exponential moving average, and that's going to provide resistance out there. Next, let us look at what else do we have here that we regularly see. I shuffled the thing a little bit. Let's go to Tempus AI. Tempus AI is up 2.31% finally. Hot dog, I think you did the right thing. Started a new position at 50. Good. Very good. You're sitting on a profit. Will DCA over this month if it goes lower? Great. I made the mistake of buying much earlier, assuming this to be a bull flag. So I dollar cost averaged when we came to this diagonal line of support. That didn't work out. So I'm holding on. I'm not doing anything more right now. Once we get a bounce back, potentially somewhere around 51.19, then I think I'll try to dollar cost average. Good luck to you. Good luck to you. Nice move. Then we have SMH, which is up 2.19% in pre-market trades, resistance at 394.98. Support is going to be at 378.33, which happens to be the 50-day exponential moving average. What else do we have here? That's it. That's all from my side on AI. Let's go on to genomics and look at Pfizer. Pfizer is up 0.38%. As long as it keeps on moving up, I'm okay. The steep drops and all that I saw was very scary. We still have 2 lines of support out here, so I'm pretty happy about that. And also, I bought Pfizer at a very bad price. I think entry price was very bad for me. I've been holding it for a very, very long time. Patience is very important in this business. So I'm going to hold on. I still think that we are likely to meet 28.17. So this particular candle we formed yesterday is a very bearish candle, and it doesn't indicate good things ahead. So what I am hoping would happen is that in the next few days, we take out this 27.19 and close above this. That's when I think I would find a bit of a relief, or else all these support lines will actually be tested. Let's look at Prime. Prime is up 2.93% in pre-market trade. The resistance could be around 3.42. And as you can see, the chart is so weak. We are below all the 3 exponential moving averages. It's very bad. Intelia is up 3.07% in pre-market trades. And we are going to have resistance at 11.83. Right now, we are at 11.43. There's tremendous resistance for Intelia on the way up. Then you look at Caribou Biosciences, which has got no trades pre-market. It's going to definitely get a resistance at 1.50, which is where we have the resistance, because we closed below that at 1.48 yesterday. Next, let's look at Beam Therapeutics, which is up 2.75% in pre-market trades. We'll have support from the 200-day exponential at 24.65. And we will have resistance at 26.29, which is the 100-day exponential moving average. It also coincides with almost the top of this candle. Next, let us look at Altimmune, which is up 1.22%. We'll take anything. This is a huge bull flag, and I'm hoping that we break out on the upside and move out. We have a lot of support from the 200-day exponential at 4.77. The chart is pretty strong right now for Altimmune, and it has done the gap fill as well to a good extent. I think there is a little more gap fill to be done, and that can be taken care of if this bull flag yields a result. So actually, it's more than a bull flag. It seems to be more of a bullish pennant. Just for out of curiosity, I would like to draw this. So this is what it looks like. We need to break out of this, and then I can extrapolate the new target from there. Let's look at Editas, which is up 6.31% this morning. Wow, there must be some news. I don't know why, other than potential dead cat bounce, because we're on to 30% and we had dropped very sharply yesterday. Let's look at the magnitude of yesterday's drop. It was 14.62%. That was a terrible drop. The chart continues to look very weak to me. Yeah, I think this is a last ditch support, I suppose. I think because we have a lot of consolidation out here. Anyway, the chart is weak. I wouldn't go anywhere near Editas right now. Illumina is down 5.67% in pre-market trade. We got the earnings yesterday. Earnings outperforming in EPS, also outperforming in revenue. So this is pretty good. We have gone below 125.35. I would like to read the guidance and other things to see why this has gone down. And if I think that it's a knee-jerk reaction, profit-taking reaction, risk aversion reaction, then I could start dollar cost averaging on Illumina. The only concern is that the share price is too high for me. Let's look at CRISPR. In CRISPR Therapeutics, we have a gain of 2.09. We are still below the price at which I bought. I bought it closer to this pattern. So that's a long way for me to go before I can get any profits, but I welcome this move up. I think we're going to get resistance today at 47.64, which happens to be this diagonal line of resistance that we are facing out here. Market sentiment is also bearish at this point of time, so I wouldn't get my hopes up too high. Allergen is up 1.84%. Grail is up 1.31%, which is going to get support today at 93.37. It's going to get resistance at 95.93, which is the 50-day exponential moving average. Right now we are at 95.29. A very narrow range of movement for Grail. PACB is up 3.79% in pre-market trades. It's trying hard to get into this channels out here. Let me just mark them red so that we know that they are resistance. So for today, the resistance is at 1.79. Right now, we are at 1.78, up 3.79%. But market sentiment, MACD, momentum, everything is negative out here. ARG is up 1.82% in pre-market trades. It will get support at somewhere around, I would say, 27.53. Right now, we're at 27.99. Failing this, the next support is at 26.69. Right now, the 200-day exponential at 26.89 is the immediate support. Next, let us look at Vertex. In case of Vertex, we are up 1.07%. The 50-day exponential at 454.59 will be the support, and our resistance is going to be 463.60. Next, Ginkgo Bioworks is up 7.57% in pre-market trades, and we are going to get some resistance at 9.36. Let's go to Precision. It's got no trades pre-market. It's going to get resistance from 4.29, which is the 50-day exponential moving average. Support from 3.94, which happens to be the 100-day exponential moving average. Eli Lilly is up 3.95% in pre-market trades, still going to have a resistance at 1107.90. Right now we are at 1061.94. We'll definitely see some support at 1031.19, which is the 50-day exponential moving average. Look at Ultragenics. Ultragenics is in a very weak position, but it is still struggling. I can see that we are back into the bull flag. We'll see what happens going forward, but I don't have much clarity on what Ultragenics is doing right now. Rocket is up 1.09%, still a long way from profitability in my portfolio. Resistance at 20.03, which is the 50-day exponential moving average. Support at 19.07, which happens to be the 100-day exponential moving average. Uddhav is here, so I'm going to cover United Health once more. It's down 1.33%. We are short. below our target of 277.11. What is happening here? So if we were to take this as a bullish pivot, then we have broken down. So I would kind of take this from here, put it out here, and say the next target is 221.04. Of course, don't get too scared about this. This is just a probability, and maybe I am wrong in thinking of that as a bullish pennant. Bearish pennant, but that's what it looks like to me. So treat this as what it is. It's a detailed amateur technical analysis, not financial advice. Let's look at team. Oh, before I go, in case of United Health, you will also see that we are below all the exponential moving averages. Ideally, the 50 should be on the top and the 200 should be on the bottom. We are the other way around. So the chart is very weak, Uda. Next, let us look at team. Team is very close to meeting our target of 94.64. Maybe it will meet that target today. I do not see any new patterns forming, but we have a lot of gap downs which needs to be filled up, which will be a magnet on the upside. And I think we are very close to a potential dead cat bounce, probably maybe on Monday. So I'm thinking that by the end of day today, we'll be very close to 94.64. So that's what I'm thinking out there. Let me go into futures and I don't see anything out there. Let's go to currencies. Bitcoin USD. So Bitcoin has already fallen out of the parallel channel. Let us recalibrate the chart. So this was a parallel channel and we have already broken out from the parallel channel. Now I'm going to go back into the 1-day chart after setting that context there and then have a look at Bitcoin. I still think that Bitcoin is going to come to 55,670.32. A lot of people in the market who are saying there's a short-term bounce available and that will take us all the way up to a resistance of around 72,930. But I'm thinking that we are due to come all the way to 54,947. Now, there are a few other factors one has to consider if they're talking about Bitcoin. What I gather is that we are going to reach a point where electricity costs for mining Bitcoin and doing those transactions is going to be more than what can be made running the operation. So that will have a disruptive effect on Bitcoin. That is point number one. Point number two, there are a lot of companies and ETFs which have got Bitcoin. And I don't know how they are going to handle the drop in the value. So it's going to have a much wider impact. In other words, earlier Bitcoin was moved by the faithful and it was a crypto community which was predominantly occupied. Now we have got all kind of people into Bitcoin and many of them don't have the financial fortitude or the vision of what Bitcoin was supposed to be, or the zeal of participating in a cryptocurrency to have borderless funding. In other words, there are many people who are in it just for the money and they're not there philosophically. And that is also going to be difficult for Bitcoin. Hardly saying BTC could go lower, but not 20% of all Bitcoin without the institutions. Yeah, so one of the easy trades would be to go negative on MSTR. That could give some good money. I'm going to try that today, maybe towards the end of the day. I'll see where it is, or I'll do it on Monday, because that's the place where a lot of money can be made, but it's very, very risky. I burned my fingers last time with MSTR and shorting MSTR, so I'm going to be very careful. Okay, that said, what else do I have to talk about? That's about it, guys. That's all I have. Let me just go into another chart. I just want to share my other watch list with you, which I don't bring out here. Costco is in my portfolio. I'm making good money on Costco. I'm not yet selling it. because I think what we have done here is we had a bull flag and we had a bull flag breakout. So I'm thinking that it should go up to 1097. Rotation also will give this benefit. It's already above. The moving averages are all getting back into the proper sequence. 50 on the top, 100 in the middle, and 200 is trying to go to the bottom. So it was a beaten down stock. I bought it quite a while ago on the Canadian side. I could even dollar cost average this as I get negatives here and there. Like today, for example, is a negative day. So I could dollar cost average a little bit. We have earnings coming up on 5th of March. So it's a sweet deal. And it also gives a decent dividend of $1.30 per share. So I have that Costco in my portfolio. Another one that I'm eyeing is Walmart. But I'm much more comfortable with Costco than Walmart, because in case of Costco, we are coming from a bottom. And as far as Walmart is concerned, it's been going up for quite a while. So from a valuation perspective, let us just, out of curiosity, let us compare the price to earnings. This is 44.90. And as far as Costco is concerned, it is 52.41. So Costco is more highly valued. It has got captive customers as well. So that's another thing I have got out here. I also have BRK on the Canadian side. I'll take every opportunity to dollar cost average and increase my holding of Berkshire. I have Pfizer, as I mentioned before. So these are all some of the things that I have. And I also have Wipro. So I had bought Wipro with the idea that it will bounce off this support at 2.61, but that did not happen. We are consolidating out here. So I'm at dollar cost average today. It's a pretty good company. And it's been an outsourcing company. Of course, software companies are getting hit because of the AI capability, which can do coding. But I am contrarian in this. I am thinking that Wipro could increase its margin by using AI to do the initial grunt work and then using actual programmers to do the final touches and make sure that everything is fine. So that will improve the productivity of companies like Wipro and Infosys, which do outsourced work for US technology companies. And that's my angle out there. And also the share is very cheap, 2.55, and it gives a dividend of around 0.59 cents. That's almost 6 cents per share dividend. So holding also is not a problem. I have it on my Indian portfolio, and it's super profitable. I've had it for almost 2 decades. A very trustworthy stock. So that said, yeah, that's all I wanted to share with you guys. And with that, I would like to end this session. Unless you have any questions for me or any suggestions for me, I'm ending the session. Just put it in the comment section. Okay, guys, thanks for joining. Have a great day. Bye for now.